Welcome back to Broncos Weekend, everyone. 2021 Broncos country, you made it. It's finally here. And with the new year comes some new food-related goals, possibly. So, in honor of that, Alexis Perry is outside Mile High Monument with our friends from Just Be Kitchen with a chicken dip recipe you'll be wanting to make all year long.
Thanks a lot, Matt. I am so thrilled to be joined here by Chase Elliott. He is the head of conscious cooking at Just Be Kitchen, which is the only 100% gluten, grain, refined sugar, and dairy-free fast casual restaurant right here in Denver. Chase, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
What does Just Be Kitchen really specialize in?
We specialize in comfort food specifically. What I do is I take a lot of these comfort foods that people with a lot of different allergens, such as celiacs, that haven't been able to have these foods for a long time, and we just try and get them in front of them with healthy ingredients and making sure that they're staying safe at the same time.
I love that you don't have to sacrifice healthy eating while tailgating. So what are we gonna make today, Chase?
We're gonna make some buffalo chicken dip.
Yes, I love it. That is a tailgate staple. What are some of the ingredients that we're gonna use today?
So here to start with, we've got some onions and garlic. We've got some hot sauce. This is actually Frank's hot sauce. It's a really good sugar-free hot sauce.
Oh, yummy.
We have some coconut milk, some lime juice, a little bit of scallions, and for the spices, we've got some salt, some cayenne, some paprika, and a little bit of grain mustard.
Oh, sounds so great. So what is our very first step?
Our very first step, we're gonna go ahead and grill off the chicken.
Okay.
I have marinated that with a little bit of salt, pepper, and olive oil. I did that yesterday just to kind of loosen up the meat a little bit. We want a nice hard grill to start with. And I'm gonna throw the skin side down first because I really want that skin to get a nice crispy outside on it.
Okay, so while those are cooking, the sauce.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and make the base on this. So I've got the pan already hot. I'm gonna add some olive oil just to get it started. We only use olive oil and coconut shortening because those are two extremely healthy fats that we can add in. And obviously you need that liquid to get everything going.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the chopped garlic and the onions. So I'm gonna let these cook until they're translucent.
Okay.
The onions, as long as they're a little bit translucent, you're gonna lose that bite, but it's also gonna add some sweetness to it. So that'll really help the mixture when it's finally done.
Okay, what's next?
All right. So onions are nice and translucent. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the spices first. So what I really wanna do, I've got paprika here and I've got cayenne. The paprika is gonna add a nice little smokiness to it. This is a Hungarian paprika.
Okay.
And then the cayenne, that's gonna add some of the spice to there. So I'm gonna let that saute just a little bit because what'll happen is the smokiness will come out from the paprika as you cook it with the oil. I'm gonna throw in some lemon juice. And I'm gonna throw the coconut milk in there.
How much coconut milk is that?
This is about a quart, so 4 cups. And then finally, we have our Frank's hot sauce.
For what it's worth, you guys are the only Whole30 approved restaurant in Denver,
We are
correct?
the only Whole30 approved restaurant in Denver. We have a specific menu that is for Whole30, and we designed a lot of our dishes around the Whole30 diet, yes.
So whether you're looking to lose a little bit of weight or if you're just into healthy eating, this is a really good stop. It's also voted the best gluten-free restaurant in Colorado. And I think you guys were the first ever paleo restaurant on Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives?
We were. Guy was a wonderful guest. He came in and enjoyed a lot of our food. It was a wonderful time.
So pretty much, if you don't believe me when I tell you that Just Be Kitchen is amazing, listen to Guy Fieri. He knows what he's talking about, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, what's our next step?
So what I'm gonna do, I've already pulled the chicken off the grill. I got that chopped up. It's right over here. So I'm gonna toss this in and just give that a minute or so we can get the chicken nice and hot along with the sauce.
Okay.
Last thing that I need to do, I'm gonna throw this grain mustard in. I throw that in right at the end because I want it to kind of pop.
Oh, okay.
And then we've just got a little bit of salt. I'd say about a tablespoon of salt.
This smells so good.
So from here, I'm gonna plop it in that bowl there and we're ready to go.
Is it just as easy as grabbing one of these chips? And
That's it. All you gotta do. Everything's ready to go.
I mean,
you
it
don't have
is-
to pay attention to it. You don't have to serve it to anybody. Everybody can just come up and grab what
come
they
up
want.
and just get a bite. Okay, I feel like I got a nice piece of chicken. Whoops. So flavorful.
That's what
So
we're going
amazing.
for. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful to be here.
Thank you, Alexis. As we wrap up the show, warm by the fire, Steve.
Nice. I don't need my gloves.
No, we're inside. Keep it nice and warm. Keep it nice and toasty. I like it. This game, Steve, the Broncos really need some momentum going into 2021, and they're no strangers to wrapping up the season against the Raiders on a high note. You think about last year, that 16-15 win over the Raiders. Shelby Harris getting that hand up, blocking the two-point conversion. Drew Lock in that game was 17 of 28 for 170 yards. What do the Broncos need to do to get some good momentum again going into the offseason? Let's get your keys to victory.
Yeah, well, going into the game, first of all, everybody got to know they're playing for jobs,
yes.
Right? You're playing for jobs. But I think one of the big keys for our offense is really just making the plays that are right there for them to make. You know, making the catches that you've made time and time again. Making those blocks, those defenders are right there in front of you. Hit them, knock them on his rear end. And also making the throws, making those clutch throws that you've made so many times. Just make those plays. We'll be in a good position to win this football game.
Drew Lock called it taking the easy money. You got to take the easy money.
Take it right there.
Take the easy money when it's there. On defense, though, Steve, this Broncos defense, they had a big challenge against the Raiders previously this season. How do they get things corrected here in Week 17?
Yeah, well, the last time we played the Raiders, the one thing that I noticed is that the Raiders' offensive line, they were getting to our linebackers, to our inside linebackers, and they were very physical with them. I think our defensive line needs to do a better job this time of keeping their offensive linemen off of our inside linebackers. That way, those guys will be able to stop the run, keep those guys under 100 yards rushing. That's going to contribute to the Broncos' victory as well.
There we go. Starting 2021 off with a win. Steve, we've got another big pregame show to talk about real quick. Broncos pregame live at 1:15 p.m. local on all of our social channels. It's going to be Fan Appreciation Day on Sunday, presented by Aero Electronics. Ton of great giveaways, including a luxury travel package to next year's, the 2021 version of Raiders and Broncos in Las Vegas. You're not going to want to miss it again. 1:15 p.m. Broncos pregame live on all of our social channels. That's going to do it for us here on Broncos Weekend. Special thanks to Alexis Perry. For the Hall of Famer Steve Atwater, I'm Matt Boyer. So long, Broncos country. We will see you on game day.